good morning. Wake up, wake up, wake up. 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 Good morning. Wake up now. Good morning. Wake up now. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Wake up. Wake up. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Good morning, y'all. Saturday morning. It's been a long week, okay? I can't wait to tell you about it. Better be thankful. You were on a wake up list today, so you better be thankful. You didn't have to get another chance, so you better say good morning. Where you at right now? You still in the bed? You in the kitchen making your breakfast? You already out in the street? Like, what category you in? Wake up, guys. It's pretty late considering I told myself that I was going to be on here like, the goal was 8. I knew it wasn't going to be 8. I said, okay, probably like 9. Lo and behold, it's like 10. So therefore, you can never really know. You know, you just got to kind of sometimes go with the wind. Let me stop this music. Good morning, 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 good morning. I'm so glad that you guys are here, whether you are live, whether you are watching a replay. I have a good topic today, but before we get into that, listen, this week was hell. Okay, it was pure hell. So I'll let y'all know that I have not been working for the last couple years. I have been a housewife, stay-home mom, for the last 7 years. And so my oldest is 18 now. My youngest is in middle school. So it's time to get back out there and, get started again. So I'm working in a school, and I feel like that this is a challenge for me because my personality is kind of like laid back. I'm very easygoing, and so what I'm doing, I feel like I need to have a stronger personality for. So I don't mind challenges because whenever you're in a challenge, it's an opportunity to grow. It's an opportunity to, expand on yourself. When you're just staying comfortable, you're complacent, and you're not getting that opportunity for growth. However, of course, with challenges, it's just that, challenging. So I feel like, okay, let's look at it like this. You know how, like, if you have a babysitter when you was a kid and you get that babysitter that you're like, oh man, such and such is going to be here. They don't let us do nothing. They strict. They, got too many rules. Like, it's going to be boring today or whatever. I'm not that babysitter. I'm the babysitter that when they say, oh, we having candy tonight? Oh, we are. We going, la da da da. So, like, and being as though when you have those type of babysitters, sometimes the kids will push the boundaries. Sometimes they will push the boundaries because they know you're a little more fun, a little bit more laid back, not as strict. So it's a double-edged sword. So the thing is, I have, like, my girls have always been more like on a they're the type of kids that's been, like, they're well-mannered. They don't give me a hard time, so, like, I can do the gentle parenting thing. So because I mainly gentle parent, it's a little more challenging for me when I'm in a situation where I guess that's not going to work. You know, you got to kind of pull out that harder discipline. And then, like I said, it's not something that I regularly do. So I have to figure it out, so to speak. And it's even more challenging when it's not your kids, because you got to handle it a little differently. So the thing about it is, you know, the kid that I'm working with and everything, he's cool and everything, but he requires somebody who's going to be a little bit more assertive with him and a little bit more like, hey, listen, like, we got, you know what I mean? And I'm trying to, like, work it out. And, you know, because it's the first week, I don't want to come off too, like, just, you know, like I'm trying to get him to, you know, for us to, like, kind of connect to. I don't want to just be all bossy with him right away. So I'm trying to figure it out, y'all. I'm trying to figure it out. Pray for me, work with me, you know, all of that stuff. But anyway, that's all I'm gonna say about that. But that's how my week been. So, you know, let's see. So y'all know we're gonna be live every weekend, so I will be back here tomorrow, hopefully earlier than I was today. Today was crazy, like I said, with the whole week how it was hard to get out of the bed and everything like that. Really? Really? Oh. So, yeah, it was hard to get out of the bed and everything, but I will be here tomorrow. Make sure y'all are checking out the page. I've been doing some daily polls on Facebook. They've been kind of fun, you know, so if you haven't participated in the daily polls, today we're going to be talking about self-love, you know, so that's definitely a great topic. I feel like that we can shed some light on. So one of the first things I want to talk about is words can have the same meaning, but sometimes certain words have a negative connotation, even though it literally has the same meaning. Now see, I was trying to be nice and let y'all be a part of the live, but now I'm about to have to cover y'all up. I'm going to have to cover y'all up because y'all making too much noise. I was trying to be nice. I was trying to be nice and let y'all be in the background. And y'all want to be taking over the show. Like, what's going on? I just need a couple minutes. So y'all go ahead and get some rest. And then we'll be back. Okay. So words can have the same meaning, but some words have a negative connotation. So one of the examples is cheap and bargain. So they literally are the same, but cheap has a negative connotation. If I sat there and I told you, like, yo, I just found, like, great hotel, I got a great bargain on it, this, that, and the third, you can be like, oh, for real, where's that? But if I say the same exact thing, like, I found this hotel, I found this super cheap, you can be like, cheap. It's not going to be a motel. It's going to have big buzz. Like, for whatever reason, cheap get the more negative connotation. You know, laptop, oh, it's cheap. Oh, it's going to break easy. It's going this. But if I say I got a bargain on it, and you're like, oh, for real, you know. So, again, some words have literally the same exact type of meaning. But certain words will have more of a negative connotation with it. So, the two words that we're going to focus on today is self-care and then selfish. So obviously self-care and being selfish can have the same meaning, but when you hear selfish, it's going to give you the negative connotation because normally people are going to think, oh, they're selfish, they must don't look out for nobody, they only think about themselves, la la la, whatever. Okay, now yes, of course that can be a thing, but what we're talking about today is about when sometimes you have to be selfish. Sometimes you've been doing everything for everybody else. Sometimes you've been dedicating yourself to other people more than you have been dedicating it to yourself. And sometimes you need to make this year about you. Sometimes you need to be selfish. And it's okay. And it's nothing negative about that. And it goes in alignment with self-care, self-appreciation, self-love, and selfish. So again, that's what we're going to be talking about. So self-love, sometimes we make it awkward. We make self-love awkward, and we don't have to. So this live is to kind of break down what's happening here that we're doing this. So for example, let's talk about the most popular one right here on social media. What is the big discussion? Why do people like their own posts? It's so weird. It's so yucky. Guess what? I like all of my posts. Every single thing that I post, I'm the first person to love it. And I don't care. But there will always be the argument about why do people like their own posts? However people want to break it down. So let's start off with some of the necessary reasons why some people might do it. Sometimes it has to do with people who are trying to get their algorithm reset, so they might want to do it so that way they can, like I said, help reset their algorithm. Sometimes people do it because you are so quick to want to judge and say, oh, this person's so desperate, they're liking their own post. But sometimes you need people to like their own post because you really don't even know how they feel about the topic they're posting about. So if I post and I'm pregnant, you're going to assume that it's a good thing. How do you know I want to have a baby? So you should probably want me to like my post, because what if I put a sad face? What if I put an angry face? That might not be what I'm wanting right now. And now then it can kind of set the tone for what this post actually is really about. So sometimes you need people to actually respond. I could have put starting a new job tomorrow, and you ready to put your, oh, congratulations, and I put an angry face. How you know that I haven't been in the background trying to be an entrepreneur, trying to get this business off the ground, and I'm actually upset that I have to resort to starting this new job tomorrow because, quote unquote, I failed. I didn't want to start this job. I thought by now my business was going to take off. So I'm actually not even happy about this. This is something I'm upset about. So again, you shouldn't be so quick to be like, why is someone responding to their post? Because again, sometimes we need to know what someone feels about their post, because you can just assume that it's one thing and it's not. Sometimes you might have someone who's been struggling with how they feel about themselves, and they may be very insecure. So them putting up a picture and liking that post might actually be something they have to do for their own self-confidence, for their own, like therapy, because in their mind, they really didn't want to post it in the first place. But, so they're actually counting on, like, starting up liking it, and you have some people who are actually looking for that validation from other people and things of that nature, and that's the reason why they're doing it. But you also have people who just post and like their stuff because they just like it. There's no backstory. They like it, and that's all that matters. Like me, I post it. If I like it, that's all that matters. If no one else like my stuff, it doesn't bother me. I like it, and that's all that matters, So it just comes down to the fact that whatever the reason is, leave these people alone. Let them show themselves self-appreciation, self-love, whatever it is. Whatever the reason why they done it, that's why they done it. Worry about why you do it or why you don't do it. You know what I mean? Let people love on themselves in peace. That's the point I'm making, okay? Moving on. So, let me say, now when you guys see, like for me, because like I said, this stuff doesn't bother me. So like I was talking to a friend the other day, and she was going out to eat, and she's like, oh, I'm gonna go do like get takeout or whatever from the restaurant. I said, well girl, you've been working all day, won't you just sit in and eat? And she said, girl, I'm not sitting in the restaurant by myself. I said, why not? Girl, that's weird. That's kind of awkward. I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna see. I don't have an issue with these type of things. I like hanging out with myself. So whether it's sitting at a restaurant having dinner by myself, whether it's going to a movie and watching a movie by myself, it don't make a difference. I am totally okay with hanging by myself and giving myself some attention, whether I have someone with me or not. And I'm not saying that, you know, people who might like be extroverted and, you know, like that's a thing where it actually makes it more fun to have the company or have their spouse. That's not what I'm referring to right now. What I'm referring to is if you woke up that day and you knew that you wanted to see this movie that came out, and for whatever reason, everyone who you called, they were not able to go or willing to go, then all of a sudden you can't go. Why is that a thing? Why does that change everything? Why do you need to have someone with you in order to do what it is that you wanted to do? What's happening that you can't hang alone by yourself, or you don't enjoy your company, or like, I'm not really sure what's going on with that, because that's not an issue I ever struggled with. But I would like to examine it, and I would like to figure out what is the reason why you need someone to feel complete. We can go even deeper. This becomes a toxic thing when we're talking about relationships. Sometimes people are not able to enjoy their own company, and so when they break up from a relationship, they don't take that time that's necessary and needed to lick their wounds, figure out, okay, what happened in this relationship? What did I accept that I shouldn't have accepted? What did I do in this relationship that I need to check my own self? They don't do any of the self-work because, number one, they don't even want to be alone that long. So the people who jump from relationship to the next relationship, bringing them wounds into the next relationship because they couldn't sit down, level in themselves, heal themselves, and they have to move from the next to the next to the next. You have to figure out what's going on that you're not able to do that. And what happens when we put our self-worth in the hands of someone else? That is a very quick and easy way to feel worthless. And you definitely don't want to be doing that. Going back to the social media, if you are a person who absolutely requires for other people to like your stuff, it's a very fast way to feel worthless if no one does, or not enough people to make you feel like, dang, I know that should have got enough more likes or any likes at all. You have to do some rewiring in your system. You have to figure out, why am I putting my self-worth in the hands of these other people? Because it's not nothing wrong with wanting to be complimented. We're human beings. Who doesn't love a compliment? I love compliments, but I don't need them. It's a very thin line. You don't need a compliment, but it's very okay to want a compliment. And there's a lot of reasons why somebody might not compliment you. It may not even be negative. It could be something dumb and simple. If you see a girl, it might be a guy who see a girl and maybe she's beautiful, and maybe he wants to give her a compliment and say, you know what, miss, you know, I'm no disrespect, but I just wanted to let you know you're a very beautiful woman or whatever. But then he stopped because he probably said, you know what, she probably heard that all day. I'm not going to say anything. And then the irony is, she hasn't even been complimented all day because maybe everybody thought the same thing. So it can be dumb reasons why somebody didn't say anything, or it could be deeper reasons. You never know. But the point is, you shouldn't depend on it, because you just never know, you know, how it's going to affect you. So that's definitely the dangers of social media, especially when you're not in a healthy space with yourself and you are, again, relying on the outside for your validation. I also want to say that it's nothing wrong with having confidence, feeling good about yourself. And someone who has a low self-worth, that's going to trigger them. They're going to take you having high self-worth and feeling good about yourself, they're going to take it negatively, and they're going to be triggered because that's not, they're not in a place where they're loving on themselves and feeling that way. So they may see it as you're being self-absorbed. You're sitting there looking in the mirror, checking on yourself because you want to make sure you okay, everything's cool, and you know, checking, freshening yourself up, fixing your hair, putting your lipstick on, and Tasha over in the corner like, she always doing too much. Here she go in the mirror again, like, gosh, so extra, like conceited. It has nothing to do with that, ma'am. Sorry that I want to make sure I ain't got no eye boogies, you know, and I want to make sure I'm okay. Like, that's bothering you? So again, you can trigger people from just doing basic things, just taking care of yourself, if they have some healing that they need to do, because nothing that's going on with this person over here who's just looking in the mirror and checking on herself and reapplying her lipstick should not be triggering you, ma'am. That means you need to pull out a mirror and figure out what's going on in me, that I'm responding this way, that I feel this way, that I'm bothered, when that has absolutely nothing to do with me. Maybe you have some more pouring into yourself that you need to be doing as well. You know, so when it comes to self-love, it's definitely something that we all can grow from. It's something that we all should be trying to implement in our lives daily, really. You know, from the smallest things to the biggest things. And I just feel like that is definitely a topic that I want to expand on even more. I definitely want to continue this topic tomorrow. Like, today was just horrible, guys. And I tell you, it was horrible. It was really horrible. Like, my body feels like somebody put me in a gym, locked the doors, and then let me leave for 1,000 hours. Okay? I'm dead serious. Because you gotta think about it. Like, being a stay-at-home wife, like, I be super chilling, so like my physical activity is very limited unless I push myself. Like, unless I physically say, okay, I'm gonna go to the gym today or something like that, I'm in the house kind of lounging around. So to go from that to now being in this school, walking up flights of steps, because let me tell you, it's elevators in this school, but you know how kids are. They want to play around on the steps, they want to skip up the steps. They not trying to get on the elevator. And I'm looking at him like, boy, if you don't get your ass on this elevator. We need to get on this elevator. But no, he don't want to get on that elevator. He got too much playing and skipping up the steps and running around to do with his friends. And now I got to hurry up and run behind him. And I'm just like, and that's what I've been doing from Monday to Friday. Now let me tell y'all, I did drop 4 pounds, okay, so I'm like, shoot, I'm about to be hitting this weight loss goal quick, you know, so I am happy about that, but, my gosh, at what expense? Because I'm sitting here like, I swear, I don't want to do anything today. I gotta wash my hair, I gotta do my daughter's hair. Hopefully I get around to anything other than that. Those are the only 2 things that I definitely want to get done today. Everything else is up in the air. And I did get through to make this live, so I'm proud of myself. Can I get a round of applause? Show me some love. Like this video or something, because I'm going to tell you, it was a lot. I didn't know if I was going to be able to make it on here. I'm 2 hours late, but better late than never. You know what I mean? So, I'm exhausted. So with that being said, I'm going to wrap it up. Hopefully I gave y'all some good stuff. I'm going to make sure that I have a longer session for y'all tomorrow and rest my body and everything. But today was the first recovery day. I'm out of gas. I'm out of gas, okay? So I just appreciate whoever is in here listening and watching and everything like that. And, you know, hopefully y'all be here tomorrow. Hopefully y'all following the page so that you don't miss the show. And I hope y'all have a blessed Saturday. I hope that y'all, you know, yeah, just be great, y'all. Be great. Pour on to yourselves. Give yourselves that self-love that's so necessary. And I don't know, y'all. I'm out of gas. I'm out of gas. But thank you for watching. Thank you for watching. YouTube, I appreciate you. I definitely do. I hope that you are following the page.